is Nell, and I am on my side patio in this spot wedged in between the choya and the pencil cactus because I'm going to be transplanting this today. It's not the best spot for filming, but as somebody had asked me how my pencil cactus cuttings were doing that I brought from California to Arizona, and this is how they're doing. So stick around because I am going to be repotting or transplanting this plant, this pencil cactus, into a bigger pot. Okay, I'm jumping in here because this project is already done, but I wanted to say a couple things. I wasn't going to post this video, but I did for two reasons. The first reason is because I know that a lot of you love the pencil cactus. You know, we love our fleshy succulents. They're a really crazy, wacky plant. And just to show that even we experienced gardeners have a tough time every now and then. Sometimes things are, you know, a challenge, but this did not go right at all. But it's all fine now, and I'm going to tell you, I'm going to jump in at the end, or toward the end, and tell you what I did to make it right. All right, onward. Here's the pot that the pencil cactus is going in. It's the pot that the ponytail palm, or right behind the settee, was in. And I just sprayed it with a little bit of this spray paint here. It's called Seaside Blue Gloss that the table is painted. There's a little bit of it in there, but then I mainly went over it with purple, and I just detailed out with a little bit of gold. I didn't want to do too much because my plants are all sort of crazy wacky. On my patio, there's no boxwood or anything formal, so I just wanted to give it a little bit of something, something. All right, time for the repotting. Okay, as usual, I put an old coffee filter over the drain holes just to hold that lightweight mix in so it doesn't all drain out. And now I'm just going to put about an inch of potting soil that I took out of my flower bowl planters. It is relatively new. I'm not going to put in too much because this planter isn't as big as a ponytail palm planter. So just enough to basically hold that coffee filter down while I put the good stuff in. So now I'm going to get some succulent and cactus mix in. A lot of it is Tanks, which is a local company. I really like it. It's got a lot of cocoa coir chips and pumice, and it's got some of their compost in. And then I'm just going to put in a little bit of Kellogg's succulent and cactus mix I'm trying to use up, and a little bit of potting soil because I'm here in the desert, so I like to use a little bit of potting soil on some things just because it holds a little bit more water. But if you're in a climate that's not so dry, then you definitely want to go with straight succulent and cactus mix. Okay, I'm also too lazy to put the microphone on. It's too hard because I have my succulent cactus mix and my compost are still in really big bags, so they're too heavy to drag around or from the garage over here. So I'm like, okay, fine. So let's see. So the level of the soil is about right there. So I have got to build it up quite a bit. And here is the tanks here. I'm going to put in some of that. That's a good mix. Oops. Where is the other? Oh, here it is. It is right behind me. The Kellogg's and the potting soil. I'm going to put in a bunch of this, and then I'm just going to mix it. I'm going to mix it up. Okay, so the fish hooks are out. They're over on the left, and now it's time for me to get the pencil cactus out. But first of all, I'm going to take the aeonium out, and I'm going to put that over on the side. I have a bunch of fleshy succulent cuttings I'm just going to plant into a hodgepodge pot. And that's where that is going. I think these are going to come out fairly easily. Oh, and there's one really important tip for transplanting or planting or repotting pencil cactus, and I'm going to tell you that at the end when I'm over in the spot where it's going to. Rah, rah. Okay, there we go. Gonna get this out of the way because this is going to be spray painted and going to have some snake plants. Okay, that's not too bad. I'm not gonna massage this to loosen it too much because it's already kind of falling apart. So now that I see it and how small the root ball is, I'm going to have to add some more succulent mix into the pot. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put in about an inch layer of that nice local compost and a little bit of the succulent mix on top of that, and then I should be able to just plop the plant right in there. Oh, the sun is coming through now on the left-hand side. The challenges of filming outside. Okay, so I'm going to get this in here. There we go. There we go. And what I want to do is stake this one up here. So see, these are going to fall. So I'm going to have to get that stake in right away and get it staked right up. Otherwise, all my efforts are going to be for naught. Okay, so I haven't been having an easy time with this plant at all. It's flipping and plopping all over the place. See how tall it is? It's almost 6 feet tall. So, and I just have that one stake because I used my other stakes on my tomatoes. And I put a piece of choya wood in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the rest of the succulent mix in there and see if that helps. Okay, so we're going to get the fish hooks. Ooh, they are pretty heavy. Get them down in there a bit. They are nice and beautiful and nice and full. I won't step on them as much over here. I should actually put them in a hanging basket, but I already have 3 hanging baskets, and that's enough. Okay, let's get this all in here. Now the sun's in my eyes. Oh yes, it's just turning out to be fabulous. And these are probably going to want to come out of the pot. So this is just one of those videos that, oh good, stay. That is just going to be one for the records. Oops, and now this little cutting is falling over. And nothing seems to want to go. But the solution will just be a bigger stake, which I will have to get. Okay, so I have the plant up against the wall. This is the spot it goes in. I think I'm going to get 2 stakes. And it's sort of awkward to film here too. I feel like this whole video has been kind of awkward, but hopefully you'll get an idea of what's going on here. And I will leave a link to the video of me planting these cuttings in the description box down below, because this one was about this tall and this one was about right here. So this is all brand new growth in about 8 months or so. So it really has gotten tall, and this one actually has some leaves on it too, because you oftentimes don't see leaves on pencil cactus. It's not all the time, so I'll zoom on in so you can see the leaves. And pencil cacti don't always have leaves on them. It's not like a common thing. It doesn't happen all the time, but these are the leaves here. And there's not that many down below, but most of the foliage growth is up here on the new growth because it's putting out a real spurt. So I was gonna go to, a garden center, Home Depot somewhere and get a stake. And then I thought, oh, I have this beautiful piece of choya wood that I had left over from a project. It's gorgeous. And I thought, why not try to use that? So that is actually what I did. And I ended up having to dig out where the stake goes down. I had to take out all the mix in order to get the stake all the way down in, because this mix is really light. So between the weight of the pencil cactus and the weight of the choya wood, it just wasn't going. And then I also wedged another piece of choya wood in at the very bottom to get that main stake to stand up. So now it's all standing up just fine. It has a little bit interesting form to it, and I like that. And I also like the choya wood in there. I think it adds interest. So that is what I did to get this project to go right. So what you have to be really careful with when you work with pencil cactus, these euphorbias, is the sap. Now I'm not going to touch it, and it also doesn't bother me that much, but you can see right there. Let's see, hopefully it's focusing the milk here. It's also called milk tree or milk bush, and it bleeds. It bleeds for a while, and some people are highly allergic to it. As I said, I've gotten it on me quite a few times, and it doesn't bother me at all. But just beware, because you could be allergic to it. So you want to wear gloves, and maybe even long sleeves if you think you are, and never ever touch your face with the sap, because especially your eyes, your nose, your mouth, it's not good for that. Oh, and the links to this post and the post I've done on pencil cactus care and a word of warning about pruning euphorbias will be in the description box below, and also in the blog that I do that goes along with this video. So I hope you have found this video to be helpful, or at least slightly entertaining, to watch me bumble through this gardening project, which had a happy ending. So if you are a new gardener, just keep on trying. I thank you for all your likes and your subscribes. I really appreciate them. Now let's get out in the garden and make our worlds a more beautiful place. I have a lot more videos coming your way, so stay tuned. And as always, I thank you so much for watching. Bye.